Welcome back to the channel. My name's Cody, and today I'm talking about the number one mistake I see younger business owners and entrepreneurs making when they're getting started. This is really only relevant when things go wrong. And it turns out in business, a lot of things tend to go wrong early on in business. You've got a lot to learn, and you're not coming from a wealth of knowledge, and you don't really know how to apply everything yet, so you're going to make some mistakes. The number one mistake people make when they're younger in business is when they get emotional, they disrespect other people. Now, it's okay to have a back and forth. Business is hard, period. It is very difficult to get into business when you don't have a lot of experience, you don't have a lot of money, and you're just figuring things out as you go. Even if you got a lot of advice from a mentor, it's still very difficult to play the business game when you're getting started. But what most people tend to do when they're younger is when things get hard, they get emotional and they lash out at others. And I've seen this time and time again where you can have a back and forth, that's okay. But when things get difficult, do not disrespect the other party. I've seen too many young business owners disrespect the other people that they're working with, that other individuals trying to help them out. They don't see eye to eye yet. They're not working through it collectively. One person, usually the younger person in the situation, will lash out, say something that is just unkind, it's disrespectful, rather than sharing their view and trying to work through it collectively. When I was getting started, I had the habit of thinking it was me versus the world, and everyone that was throwing up a roadblock was against me. And so I'm coming from personal experience here. I've done this. You don't want to fall into that trap. The world is not against you. You're getting started. Maybe you're 18, 19, maybe you're younger, maybe in your 20s or 30s. The world isn't against you. Most people are just trying to go to the same destination you are. So don't view it as a competition of, oh, well, they win or I win. You both win when you move forward. Don't disrespect others. Make sure you're working collectively and have the perspective of they've got their own family, they've got their own goals. You've got your family, you've got your goals. You need to figure out how to work together because you can only use the pieces you have in front of you and they can use the pieces they have in front of them. If you team up, you can share pieces. But as soon as you throw out the disrespectful remark, and I bring this up because I've seen it recently, as soon as you throw that out, that relationship will not be the same. You can work through it. Some people say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but that relationship will not be the same moving forward. And for better, for worse, I've usually seen it comes out to be for the worse. That is not beneficial for anybody involved. Make sure you're staying kind, make sure you're working collectively, and you see that everyone's working to a similar extent to get the same place. Maybe there's an extra zero on the end of their goal or your goal, but everybody wants relatively the same thing. And so you don't want to tarnish relationships or burn bridges because that's just going to hold you back in the future when you may really need that help. And I've seen this in my partnerships. Some of them have gone both ways. When I was getting started, I was more prone to doing this. And now I definitely refrain from any of that. If I'm unhappy or something, we bring it up, but it's amicable. I've had other people direct that towards me. The relationship's just never the same. So make sure you're working level headed. If you need to take a break, step out, but don't burn your bridges because you're emotional. And while it's very hard as a younger person, typically, everybody can be prone to doing this. Put some time into it, take a breath, take a walk, whatever it takes for you to calm down, because this will halt your business. Business is already hard enough. So many people go bankrupt and so many people mess up in the business game and end up washing out. Don't make it harder on yourself. Don't mess this up. Just walk away if you need to and then rejoin when you're level headed. And with that said, that's it for today's video. But having seen this recently and having done it when I was 19, 20 years old, this is a mistake you can and should avoid. Think about it, apply this, and I'll see you on Thursday for the next video.